if you even remotely think that Rosie and Emily did anything wrong, like, I genuinely mean this, shut the fuck up.
Welcome back to another episode of the Streamer Sizzle, where I take a look at the most jarring Twitch clips of this week. There's quite a few, and today we're going to be starting off with a seemingly dangerous situation during a IRL live stream. So a group of female streamers were doing what was called a Sisathon, I believe. They were doing an IRL stream. It had to do with 4 streamers by the name of Emiru, Cinna, Rosie, and Emily. So what was supposed to be a lighthearted and fun stream actually ended up being a dangerous situation, one that actually ended up getting the marathon canceled completely. So the group were walking along a pier when they were approached by a man, and he started sort of talking to them and they weren't interested. So he went away, and eventually he ended up coming back later on, except this time was a lot more threatening since they weren't giving him the time of day. And this is all off camera. I'm about to show the footage here, but essentially this was a stalker and ended up actually going into a physical altercation with some of the female streamers yelling out for security.
No, we're not.
What's up, bro?
Hey, excuse me?
No!
Security?
Emily, no!
Hey,
Stop!
Whoa!
Let's fucking fight right now.
What?
Right.
Get away from
now.
Hey, what's going on?
Security!
He's harassing us.
What's going on? What's going on, man?
So the fight itself is not caught on camera, as the actual cameraman was trying to sort of protect them and try to ward away the stalker. You can kind of see him for a second, and off screen you can actually hear that a fight is about to break out with one of the people by the name of Emily. She was part of it, and she was actually going to get into an altercation. Now this ended up not leading to anything, thankfully, but it was another situation of somebody online being a stalker or a stream sniper or whatever you want to call it, and literally putting these people's lives in danger, because you have no idea what kind of weapons they were having. Apparently he was pulling stuff out of his pocket during this. Thankfully, again, nothing kind of transpired out of this, but it's a crazy situation. And the next day, Cinna and Valkyrae as well ended up speaking a little bit more about what happened.
No, he met us earlier, like 30 minutes before, and was, interested. Like, he was just a little cringe, and like, we took a photo with him and he was very nice, and he went and changed clothes and came back, which is why we didn't know who he was. Fight or flight in that moment. And Rosie and Emily did everything they could to protect us so that we could like get away. A lot of women, a lot of times in this industry, cannot talk about the stalkers they have because it will only make them worse. And unfortunately, this one was very, very public.
Yes.
And I feel like none of us can really move on. And we just want to get it out of the way while I am still here.
So as you could see, they're very shaken up by this. They are very emotional about what happened. To sort of break down the obviously problematic nature of this and what could have occurred. And the next day, they ended up just basically putting a tweet out. Valkyrae, or Ray, as they call her, ended up just putting a thing out saying that they were all okay and have been with the police. We decided we're done with the marathon and need time to process. Thank you all for the love and support for this past week. We had so much fun and hope you all enjoy. So it's absolutely crazy that there are people out there, and again, this is regardless of gender, regardless of anything, people out there that watch these streamers and have this sort of parasocial relationship with them and get so attached that you're actually going to go out of your way to stalk them and try to figure out what they're doing and stream snipe them in IRL streams and try to go make moves on them. And I don't really know what the end goal is. I mean, you see this with celebrities as well. There's so many celebrities that have really just creepy stalkers that are willing to go way out of their way and put their life at risk and the other person's life in risk to just get in the same vicinity as them, get in the same room. And that clearly is not just a celebrity thing, because we're seeing these streamers, it happened for them as well, and it's not good. Even content creators and stuff, when things get leaked, I don't know what makes these people that are just sitting behind a screen all day watching Twitch, what compels them to think that it's all right to do that to anybody, honestly. And this could have ended horribly, and you see this so many times where there's actually celebrities or artists that end up getting killed by their their own fans, right? They're just deranged stalkers. And I don't know what this guy was trying to pull. Again, you don't see much of what's going on, but he appears earlier on in the stream, and he actually ended up changing clothes. So that's why they didn't recognize him at first. He changed clothes and then he met up with them once again later on. But it's just crazy, this culture that's been created, and it's absurd. Honestly, I think that to anybody that has this sort of mindset with some streamers, I think they really have to take a step back. This is not healthy, what some of these people do or think that it's okay to do in public of all things, and it's on camera, and you're really only putting yourself in harm's way. You're really only hurting yourself by doing this, along with the other people, of course, but you're really self-sabotaging by doing this and going out and actually stalking or stream sniping IRL. Like, I understand stream sniping in a game, that's annoying, but that's harmless. That's no problem. But when it gets the territory of doing this in a real life setting and you're actually physically walking up to whatever the streamer, whoever the streamer may be, and harassing them or talking to them or trying to make moves or not leaving them alone or making advances or whatever the case may be, it really is just deranged behavior for sure. And same with swatting or anything like that. Just going into the real life aspect, it should never start bordering into real life. That should never be a thing. So it's kind of crazy what happened here, but thankfully nobody was hurt. But again, another crazy episode of Streamer Sizzle. I'm going to try to do one of these or two of these, depending on what's happening, every week. So if you like this, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to stay up to date with the recent videos just like this. All the support is appreciated, and have a great day. Stay safe, y'all.